Hi, I'm Tracy Seuss Walker of Nurture Yoga and Massage, and today is day number 14. So if you're looking at this video and you are not part of our 2023 Yoga Challenge, you can still follow along. So today's practice is all about learning to rest. Culturally, we find it extremely difficult to do nothing because in the years before COVID and through many years of our own lives, being busy somehow was associated with achievement, status, progress in society. And so that momentum continues, and that continues to be passed down to from generation to generation. And so as part of our challenge each day for the past 14 days of 24, we've been practicing yoga, meditation techniques, taking a look at mindfulness, what our self-care looks like, the quality of our self-care, and the frequency in which we actually take care of ourselves. And so today we're going to do a meditation on just being still and resting. So if you'd like to follow along with me, if you're sitting in a chair, you can bring yourself into a comfortable seated position, and you're going to sit tall on your spine. And we'll bring our hands down into our lap into Maitri pose or friendship pose, and you can let your eyes soften and rest. And we'll find a nice tall spine, balancing the head over the shoulders and balancing the shoulders over the hips. And we'll just notice the quality of our natural breath before doing anything to manipulate or change our breath. And just notice if it's shallow, coming from the chest, or is the breath itself deep and coming from the diaphragm? Can you fully fill your belly with air on the inhale and the exhale today? So as your eyes are soft and you're feeling the four corners of your feet onto the earth, or if you're sitting cross-legged, feeling your glutes touch the mat or wherever you find yourself seated today, we'll let ourselves pay attention now to the incoming breath as it flows through the nostrils and begins to expand the lower, the middle, and the upper abdominals with air. We're expanding the side ribs and lungs on the inhalation as well. And when we reach the top of our breath, we'll allow the breath to recoil and move towards the base of our spine, feeling your navel move backwards and inwards towards your body. And on the next inhale, we'll begin to lengthen again through the crown of our head, growing about 1/2 inch. Sitting tall on your spine. And continuing to breathe through your nostrils as you notice the coolness of the air in both nostrils and the warmth as you exhale out of your nostrils. And I'll invite you to scan your body, so moving from head to toe, and then again from toe to head, noticing, finding, seeking out, becoming curious about the tension your body holds, its location, and if it is related to anything energetic or physical. Is the pain or the discomfort in your body something mental, something that has been challenging you today, this week, this month? And so by sitting tall on your spine, you'll continue to inhale and exhale out of your nose. And we want the breath to be quiet, and we want the breath to be still. And today we're going to remain curious on how long we can inhale for through the nostrils. So as you breathe down into the diaphragm, noticing the expansion of your belly, we'll notice how many counts it takes to fill the body and the breath into the belly. So as you inhale down into the belly, slowly begin to count your inhalations until your belly is full with air, taking it into the side ribs and lungs. And on your exhale, let's double that exhalation. So for example, if your in-breath through your nostrils equaled the count of 4, today we will double the exhalation to equal the count of 8 as we continue to focus on our breath. And when we sit and just simply breathe, the brain tends to display more calm energy when we find that smoothness of the inhale and we begin to harness those beautiful feelings of relaxation on the exhale. And I want your breath to take shape today and form almost as though you're breathing the sounds of the ocean. And we can allow that breath to take on almost a sinusy sound or a Darth Vader sound. But in your mind's eye, that space between your eyebrows tonight, this morning, whenever you're choosing to practice, imagining that the flow of the breath on the inhale begins to sound like the waves coming towards shore. And on the exhale, we'll forcefully exhale out of the nose, imagining as though the exhalation is the breath crashing into the sand at the shore. And we'll partially engage the glottis. So at the back or the back of the throat or the neck, we have the glottis, and we'll bring the nose slightly back so that it almost looks as though a turtle is retracting into its shell. And on the next inhale, draw your tongue to the roof of your mouth and let it rest behind the front teeth. And as you release your jaw, slowly bringing your lips together and exhale forcefully out of your nostrils, noticing the sound of the breath taking shape like the ocean's waves. And find your relaxed rate and rhythm of your in-breath and your out-breath. Now let's let the shoulders drop as we relax our jaw and allow ourselves to release all of the tension and the holding of any of the muscles of the face. Letting your jaw drop down until it freely settles on its own. And as you sit with me, any thoughts that come into your mind, we can acknowledge them for what they are, and we can label them without becoming attached to them. Now, if you've drifted off, coming back to the sound and the flow of your breath, and we'll just notice passively the quality of our thoughts, the state of our emotions, and practicing non-judgment, non-attachment with any of the thoughts that float into your mind's eye, or even the physical sensations that can come up in a meditative practice through the course of the practice. Discomfort, sensation. And letting yourself make any adjustments to your physical posture now, if those adjustments seem to distract you from your practice. Come back to the breath now. Breathing in slowly and sit quietly. And continuing to use the visualization of the in-breath and the out-breath, creating the sound of the ocean. Let your body be still and at ease. as you become the mindful witness of what goes on up here and in here and all around here, instead of attached to your thoughts, your feelings, your sensations, your urges, you begin to practice meditation, allowing yourself additional time to sit on your own, noticing and observing the flow of your thoughts, the quality of your breath, any physical sensation or discomfort, without judgment. Today, non-attachment is your meditation practice. Namaste.